coming at you live with a pre-workout meal. After this meal, I gotta go to GNC, and a pen just fell, and buy some soaps because I am low on a couple of things that I think are necessary, which leads me to today's topic, supplements. What is worth it, what isn't worth it, cost efficiency, serving size, all that fun stuff, or whatever. And start off with pre-workout. I would say pre-workout is worth it, depending on your situation, whether or not you're one of the people who just always has energy. If you eat a good amount, you're going to get a good pump anyway, especially if you drink a lot of water, which is what you're supposed to do, because pre-workout helps with pumps. It also helps with performance and duration of performance. I would say it's worth it, especially on a cut. You're not going to be as full in terms of energy, and so you need a little pick-me-up after a long day of work. You go to the gym, you're not feeling it, you just throw it on a quick scoop of pre, you're going to be up in the game. Cost efficiency, though, pre-workout ranges from $25 I've seen to like $60. So let's say you get 30 serves per bottle, that's $1.06 for 25, I think. I'm just doing that on the top of my head. So that's pretty efficient. Or wait, yeah. Some shit like that. And then you go all the way up to $60. That's $2 per serve. So if you can find, a relatively affordable pre-workout that's cost efficient as well as efficient for you and your workout, then I would say go for it. Another thing I would say is worth it post. So whey protein specifically. I don't think you need a mass builder because you can just take whey protein with like a peanut butter sandwich. You got carbs right there, or like whole wheat or something like that. But you got carbs, you got fats, you got protein. That's what's in a mass gainer. Just you pay twice as much, and it's just kind of hype to me. If you want a mass gainer, go for it. I'm not here to say don't get it. I'm just saying what I think is worth it to me. Post definitely, whey especially because like hydrolyzed or isolate, those are pretty pure forms of whey protein. Concentrate ranges like 30 to 80%, isolate's like 80 to 90, and hydrolyzed is the purest form. It's like 90 to 100 or something like that. So that will help you right after your workout. If you can't get to food, I would always go food first, but if you can't get to food, throw down a quick scoop of post. You'll get your protein there. If you have bread with it, you'll get your carbs, you'll get like insulin boost, curb it with some cinnamon, and you'll just sustain, some healthy gains. Sorry, I'm sick. Another thing I would say is worth it situationally is amino acids. If you're on a cut, it helps you retain muscle mass, and helps with energy absorption, so like leucine, isoleucine, all that fun stuff. It just helps. If you're on a cut, I would say is when it's especially worth it. And for the reasons I already stated, things I would say aren't worth it though. Test boosters, or like boosters in general, like amplifiers, BioGrow, any test booster. I wouldn't say you necessarily need it, but if you have testosterone issues, obviously that's going to be supplemented through a doctor or whatever if you have to. But like if you just go out and buy a test booster, and the test 5,000 gets you hella jacked and hyphy as fuck in 5 minutes. No, you're gonna get good testosterone levels naturally if you just have like good vitality. So eating healthy, drinking a lot of water, sleep, eating. I think I already said eating healthy. But yeah, doing that. Having a positive attitude, not constantly wearing yourself out. Just having good vitality in general. If you watch Strength Camp, he talks about vitality and testosterone, how they correlate with each other. I would recommend that video. It goes further in depth to that. Definitely watch it. But another thing I would say isn't worth it, like creatine. You don't need creatine. It's just creatine phosphate, and it helps with energy, kind of. Just helps with like ATP production, which you're going to make naturally anyway. I wouldn't say you necessarily need it, especially because there's a lot of hype and controversy around creatine. If you were to, I would just go with some basic ass creatine monohydrate, not like alkalized or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know like what that does for you. It's a purification process or something. Someone can comment if enough people see this. And yeah, so again, pre, post, and aminos if you're cutting. Those two kind of correlate, pre and aminos if you're cutting. If not, just get hyphy. I would say that those are worth it if they're cost efficient. Whey protein definitely I would say is worth it. Things I would say aren't worth it because you can naturally do this, like test boosters, there's good vitality. or like BioGrow. That's just an example as a booster. I'm trying to think of other ones, but that just helps with protein synthesis. Your body goes through protein synthesis anyway. That amplifies it, and so it gets you better results. Some people just get jacked naturally. Those people, I would say, don't need it, but those who like take forever, maybe if you can find it cheap enough. I've seen it for $120. I've seen it for $22.99. And creatine, that's another one. Just because there's so much controversy around it, I would say you don't necessarily need it. If you want it, you think it works for you, go for it. Same with the other three things that I said already, but that's my opinion. Don't have to listen to me. It's all about you. That's just me. Kind of a little bit in depth to why, but yeah, enjoy your day, people. Peace.